Important warning to South Africa for the white tribe of Southern Africa. This is a very important warning message to my people on the southern tip of Africa. I pray you hear this message. I pray you spread this message to your leaders. I pray that your eyes are about to be opened. As mentioned, the first video on the previous channel was a video I put up about a dream on the 19th of March 2019 about the UK being nuked and it was hit with a nuclear weapon. South Africa is involved with the dream. I was given the full meaning of the dream 1 week ago, which came about more than a year later, and have been having the strangest experiences since then. I cannot get this out my mind now that the interpretation has been given. The revelation of the dream was that the South Africans make a huge noise and fly out from this Commonwealth or from the nations under the Commonwealth tree. This is because the laws are about to be shot, that is the Magna Carta and common law are about to be changed and scrapped. Here is something which came to me in the early hours of this morning and is a warning. When I have these dreams, I am given so much detail that I could write for hours, if not days, about what I saw. I cannot fit everything into every video. There are sometimes points I forget at when writing the dreams, and then there are times I consciously leave out because I do not understand him rationally. I will elaborate on this here. Here is the million-dollar question, and I will give you my interpretation of events to follow and show you how I fully believe they tie in with what the seer Sina van Rensburg mentioned will happen here in South Africa. Remember, the two are linked. Before the nuclear explosion hit the city, a scroll opened before my eyes. On it was the prophecy of what Sina van Rensburg spoke about the UK being hit by a nuclear weapon from Russia, and then I saw the strike detonate. Because of seeing the scroll, I used the seer's interpretation of what he means by ducks. In the book, I saw ducks mean South Africans. Now this has been proven to be true before your eyes and is unraveling before your eye. The interpretation is correct, and you know right now without a shadow of a doubt that the symbols the seer mentioned are all true. The seer said the ducks represent our people. I went with that. Some might have thought the interpretation was incorrect, some might have laughed. It now turns out 1 year later we see a South African, with South Africans making the noise within the Commonwealth tree. I know these are quick videos to you who hear what I say. Listen very carefully. Think about how marvelous this all is, ponder and ask yourself, what are their chances of me having a dream about the UK involving a vision the seer gave about South Africa and the UK involving ducks? The scroll leads me to see what the interpretation of the ducks means, and then it is fulfilled and confirmed a year later. There are no words to describe it. You have to really sit back, think, print this out. See if it makes sense to you. I still with my conscious mind battle and fight it, but go look at the dreams I had, what I put up this dream. They fit in and are proven to be correct. For those of you who think I am trying to be the seer's pet, did I not reveal and tell you that the peace would be broken in the UK? Did I not tell you Turkey will go into Libya? Did I not tell you Turkey will pave over the roads the Americans laid? Did I not tell you troops would be moved in and around our cities under the cover of darkness? The chains coming undone and the century of bondage ending for the nation in March-April 2020. I have revealed things which fit into the seer's timetable, which are not mentioned in the books I have read about the seer. I have never read the original manuscripts or anything like that. What I tell the nation is shown to me. I don't add to it, I say what I see. Do the calculations, do the maths. If you are reading this, you are part of this fulfillment of events in the country. If people think any of this that I say, go back on the previous channel and even this channel and see what I mentioned, see it has come to pass. I won't bore you, but if you are truly in doubt, then there is a simple way to find out. Pray, ask Yahweh, the God of Israel, if what I say is true. Don't trust a thing I say. This is not some trick. Go pray, dwell and ponder on it. If what I say is truth, you'll know it in the spirit. I pray you leaders hear this very, very important message. There is no way I could have orchestrated or made these events take place. I simply see them and they then happen in their own time. Here is the million-dollar question. Were the UK government going to get rid of these laws, shoot the doves as shown to me and now revealed in Magna Carta and common law, or did they shoot their doves? After you ducks, South Africans, made a noise about it and flew from the tree. Now I am going to mention things that came to me in the dream which I never put in the video because they were not images I saw. There were two voices in the dream at two different parts that came to me. I have not listened to the dreams fully, so I cannot remember what I put in them from the previous year. I never look over my dreams. Message dreams stay with me clear to me today, as some of them were more than 20 years ago. You can wake me up in the morning at any hour and ask me in a half-asleep state to recount a dream, and I will tell you, perhaps in different words, the same dream. I am telling you, when the ducks flew out the tree in the dream, the words came to me, they broke the peace. When I approached the police officer, there were two voices. The one voice is my own, asking the police officer why they shot the dove. There is another voice in the dream, one I hear while speaking. Twice in the dream, which is not included in that video about the dream, the voice came to me. The peace will be broken. And when the ducks flew from the tree, I had a flash in my mind during the dream. It was very fast. They will break the peace with us and troops will be sent to South Africa. It happened very fast. As mentioned, this dream came off the back of visions and was the first dream as well. My dear people, I am warning you, this event, should it go on, should you rally the people of the UK, should you quack, should you make a noise, the peace will be broken. I am talking about the peace Van Rensburg spoke about, with the troops being all coming to the Union of South Africa as foretold to us by the seer. In India they have a saying, if you go hunting for tigers, be prepared when you find one. This morning it came to me while thinking about this, like a light bulb went off. I have been restless in spirit for days since the revelation of the dream. I won't bore you, but now I ask myself, did I pray in that desperate state to be shown this, or was I going to see this dream the reason I prayed? Would the dream have been revealed to me if I had not prayed, and would I have had this many dreams if I had not prayed? In the dream where the doves, peace, the laws of the land, Christianity were shot at, the peace between South Africa, the white tribe, was broken. This I heard as the doves flew out. These doves flew so fast from under the oak tree it was like something was chasing them. The events spoken about by Van Rensburg about our nation attack here, well, now you can see why they side with the Indians and the Africans. You are doing the Lord's work flying out from her. I just want you to know that the peace will be broken at this point once you start quacking, and those in charge of these riots, gatherings must know that they are doing the Lord's work. They must know the Lord has given them the power to quack and fly out from the tree, the power to shake things up. The result of the quacking is she is going to use the non-Christian nations to attack us. They don't care whether the laws are removed. All these things are happening because she has done detestable things. Her feet rush into evil, she is quick to shed innocent blood, she has pride, she has arrogance, she no longer fears the Lord nor shuns evil. As a result, she shelves Christianity and the laws her God gave her like some relic from the past. The seer told us what happens in the Union, and it had been planned long ago. They had been preparing for a long time, but they didn't know or think the ducks would quack and fly from the tree. The events spoken about when the rebels handed over the documents to Germany are about to come about. You will see that when the documents were handed over by the seer and the rebellion, the vision was that those documents were going to play a vital role in the future. The events of Britain spoken about by him returning and getting involved here are because of what you are about to see happen on the 23rd of June 2020 with the ducks quacking and rioting. Those taking part, you are part of huge events prophesied about. You have been chosen by the Lord with his mission for the nation. Do it with all your might, do it with our laws, those Christian laws based on Mosaic laws given to the Israelites by God for his chosen nation, the Israelites. Was it not told to us, for if you are for the Lord, who can be against you? Will not the Lord work everything out to its proper end? I pray, my brothers, the Holy Spirit be upon you who are involved. I pray for Britain as she does break the peace. I have foretold the British now and the South Africans about what is about to take place. To you, O Britain, I cry out, do not do it. Do not remove your laws of God, do not shelve Christianity. Do not do it. If you do it, you'll be destroyed. To the nation in South Africa, the white tribe, you have a huge responsibility now which God has put on your shoulders. You are to carry, move forward. Remember your covenant you made with God. Do the right thing. You need to warn the British people what is about to take place. You must be prepared to accept many tens of thousands of British Christians to South Africa. The Lord will lead these Christians out of Britain in their tens of thousands to South Africa in the same way he moved the Pilgrims from England to America. The next Boer Republic is now being built. It is underway. The Lord has chosen a nation to carry the Christian banner for the Western world far into the future. Put your past struggles, issues and grievances behind you. These are your kindred folk in Europe, brothers in Christ. They will look to you now. The world is about to look up to the white tribe of Southern Africa. In time they will speak your language and become proud folk and be part of the nation. This dream of the law being removed, Christianity being removed, is part of something so large you nor I can fully comprehend it. The miracle for me is not the dream. My personal miracle are the events that lead up to the dream. If I sit back and think about all the twists, turns, events, tragedies, grief and events leading me up to that moment, to pray to the Lord on my knees to ask Him if everything I had seen was real or simply the imaginations of a madman, and then that night this dream was revealed to me. My brothers and sisters, do you know that none of these videos or channel would have been made if I had not had a dream within 4 days after that prayer? I was ready to shelve every vision I had had up to that point of me praying on my knees. I was at my end, the very end of everything. But the Lord delivered just as promised to me in February 2016. The peace is about to be broken. The grass catching alight in the UK with civil unrest that the seer spoke about is about to happen. The famine, the dam being empty. That is, the financial issues of the UK will be hidden and the reason behind them shelving these laws. She is hiding her issues and blames God. The seer said her saw her ribbons coming undone. They are undone. She stumbles in deep darkness and instead of praying on her knees, she attacks the very laws that put the great into Britain. Do not gloat when your enemy stumbles, pray for her. Be prepared for when you fly out from under her tree, when you quack and make a noise, it will not end there. It will follow you to South Africa. Do you realize how wonderful our God is? He has chosen every one of you up to this point to be born to witness this and be part of this. How amazing! The Lord works everything out to its proper end. You'll be forced to unite. When she flies after you from flying from underneath her, she will follow you here in your backyards. Then the Second Anglo-Boer War picks up where it ended at Vereeniging. To think you will witness these visions, these prophecies of Van Rensburg and the events I have seen. How amazing! Do you realize the Lord has chosen every one of you to do the quacking, to make the noise, to bait her, to bring her out to attack you? You have called her out. You have started what was prophesied to happen once more. You are about to start the Third Boer War. Can you see how differently you are doing it now? Through your actions, you will awaken the German people when they see what is about to happen. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you. I can see it clearly how all these actions are now starting to slot into one another. You quacking, you making a noise, you speaking about your God-given rights breaks the peace. They thought they were done with you. They thought you would be silent. They thought the new South Africa under a rainbow nation would teach you a lesson and silence you. But you, my dear brothers and sisters, you dear chosen ones, you have done a beautiful thing. You have stood up when no nation would stand up. You have stood up out of all the nations of the earth when you have been stripped of just about everything, and you stood up for the Lord and His laws. Blessed are those who accept what is true, who do what is right, just and fair. The Lord knew you would do, which is why everything has played out like it has. Would you have stood up for the Lord with all your earthly possessions, secure, haughty, drunk with power? No. The Lord has chosen you. I have seen it. The gathering of the nations shall be given unto you. You shall rule over those who attempted to destroy you. Your foot shall be on their necks. O my people, with nothing to lose, the Lord has relight and rekindled your spirits. You are about to shake the world with your quacking. You are about to unsettle the nest. You are about to break the peace, but trust in the Lord with all your heart and He will establish your steps. This is much higher than all of us. The Lord is testing her. Because you quack, the peace shall be broken. Because she attacks you, because she has removed her laws, she in turn will be attacked and destroyed. She destroyed herself. I gave her the warning. It is up to you, my dear brothers in Christ, to wake up Britain. Show her the errors in her ways, but if she will not wake up, if she refuses to listen, then she will be the destruction of herself. The only other nation in the West which will at this point in time not be following the Commonwealth and stand out is a sore thumb is the USA. They will also be fighting to not be sucked into this new world where it is going, where men's laws replace all the laws of the Magna Carta and common law. This is why she will also be here. In the end, millions of Christian Americans will also settle in the Boer Republic. I saw their wagons fleeing south towards Texas. When they reach Texas, the wagons try to move west, then north, then back south, and then I see them cross the Atlantic Ocean. They fit so neatly above Southwest Africa. I then saw why they could not settle in any part of America. I saw that America was a third world. Their infrastructure looked like Cuba or something stuck in an era. I also didn't see too many European Americans. In time, I do not know when many Americans with boer hearts will flee to Southern Africa. A gathering of nations, kindred folk with the same spirits, who share the same religion is going to take place. The gathering of nations will take place here. My dear people, my nation, the white tribe of South Africa, you have been chosen to lead the way. With your faith in the Lord you shall prevail. Britain must be told, she is not to remove the laws given to her. She is not to shelve Christianity. If you see her shelve the laws, you are to call to the Christian British people to flee from her and come to South Africa. She will be destroyed because of removing the laws. Because you are a witness, you'll be held accountable the actions you take or fail to take.